Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. You know, sometimes we want a dessert, but we just don't want to heat the house up by turning the oven on and, getting everything hot and having to bake for an hour or whatever, 30 minutes, whatever it takes to fix your particular item that you're fixing for dessert. But today I'm going to show you how to fix a real simple, no-bake dessert that tastes great with just only a few ingredients, called the Pineapple Dream Dessert. And I'm going to show you how to fix that coming up right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the ingredients as we put this thing together. So first thing we're going to need is about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs and about 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Now what we want to do is we want to just mix our melted butter in with our graham cracker crumbs till we get it moist, because we're going to make a crust out of these graham cracker crumbs. This is going to be our crust for our dessert. So I mean, it doesn't have to be, soaking wet, but just moist where it'll sort of stick together. We're going to put some other ingredients on top of it as well, so it'll moisten on up. We just want to get it sort of sticky is what we want to do. So it's about 6 tablespoons of melted butter and about 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs is what I have here. And I'm just going to mix them together real well. As you can see, it's starting to come together there. You'll think it's going to be too dry at first, but then it'll all come together. All right, I believe that's good enough for right now. And what you're going to do, take a 9 by 13. You can use a casserole dish, whatever. I'm going to do it in this dish here with a lid on it, just to show you that, in case you want to take this somewhere you're fixing it to take to a dinner somewhere or something, maybe to a family reunion, something like that, then you can put it in this dish with a cover on it, and that way it'll be easy to carry, because once you get it together, you're not going to want to take it back apart. And what you're going to do, just spread that around, and if you see a dry spot, you can go ahead and mix it up, at this point. But that looks pretty good. I'm going to get me a spoon here to mash that out with. Just take a spoon where I can sort of spread it around and get it evened out. I get it up here where y'all can see what I'm doing here. If trying to keep shadow from being on it, is what I'm trying to do. Just spread it around like this, and then just sort of press it down a little bit. Just sort of get it pressed down. You want it sort of even all the way around is what you're trying to do. Just try to get it smoothed out and even. I'm just going around pressing it, just lightly pressing it. I'm not trying to push it through the bottom of the container or nothing. I just want to get it smoothed down, packed down where it'll sort of stick together, so that when we go to take it out, it don't, cut it. It won't fall apart on us. That's the point of this here. It's just getting it where it won't fall apart on us when we cut it to dip it out, to serve it. Just get it pressed down all over there. When we get it pressed down good, like this, I believe that's about good enough right there. What we're going to do now, we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 15 or 20 minutes while we mix up the rest of our ingredients, the rest of our dish here, and we'll bring you back here in just a second when we get everything over here that I need for the rest of it. Okay, what I have here is an 8-ounce bar of cream cheese. I'm just going to take, and it's soft, and I'm going to mix it with my mixer. Just try to get it creamy, almost creamy like. Just mix it up good. Be sure you got it broke up good, and it'll start to cream together. You can see it starting to cream some there. So I just want to get it done up well. We get it creamy. What we're going to do, we have 2 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to take and add about half of it into, or 1 cup into our cream cheese mixture here. And what we really want to do is we want to just sort of get that started mixing with that spoon, because if you've ever dealt with a mixer and cream cheese, then you know that cream cheese will go everywhere. Powdered sugar will go everywhere whenever you start to use that mixer on it. So try to get a little bit of it covered up with that cream cheese in there, so it doesn't make such a big mess maybe when we start it off. I'm going to get that down in there, and I'm just going to start it on low speed, try to keep getting so much of it slung around everywhere. And we want to just mix it in good. And then we're going to add the other cup of powdered sugar to it. So that's 2 cups of powdered sugar we're going to be putting in here. And again, I'm going to try to just sort of press that powdered sugar down into that mixture we got in there, so it doesn't slang everywhere whenever we start mixing it. And we want to scrape down the sides anyway, because we want to be sure that we get all of our powdered sugar mixed into it. I believe that's probably going to be good enough right there. I'll use my mixing thing to rake it off. Set that right over there. And we're going to push that. If you push it all the way down in there first and then start it on low, it ain't near as likely to sling it everywhere on you. Then speed it up a little bit as you go along. And you see how it's getting creamy there? Now we want to get the sides good. Just mix it until you get it good and creamy. See how creamy it is there? Just get it mixed up good and creamy, and then we want to just ease the mixes up out of there. And then we're going to set this aside. We're going to get our go ahead and get our crust back out of the refrigerator that we put in the refrigerator. And we're going to take, and I got a can of crushed pineapple that's drained. I'm going to put about half of it in with my cream cheese mixture. We're going to set the other half aside. And we're just going to sort of stir this around and mix it in good. And then we're going to take our crust that we had in the refrigerator, and we're just going to sort of dollop and spread this around on here. And we're going to just sort of spread this out over our crust. Spread it easily. You don't want to dig your crust up if you can keep from it. That was the purpose of putting it in the refrigerator. Let it get cold and let it set. You know, it'll set in the refrigerator and it'll sort of harden that butter. Get cold, it'll harden it where it won't come apart on you when you go to spread your toppings on it. Now, we get that completely covered. Get it spread all the way around to the edge. You want it to go all the way to the edge, all the way around. If you can keep from having any crust showing, then that's really what you want. You want to spread it all the way around. Give you a good even coat on there. Okay, I believe that's about good enough. Now, what we're going to do, we got a 8-ounce tub of Cool Whip. We're going to take Dump this 8-ounce tub of Cool Whip into this bowl here. And we're just going to take the other half of our can of pineapple and we're going to mix it into the Cool Whip. Just put it right in on top of the Cool Whip. Now, if there's any juice left in that pineapple, you want to try to squeeze as much out as you can because you just really don't want that extra juice in there because that'll make it runny. And we're just going to spread it. Mix it in with our Cool Whip. Just get it mixed in good with the Cool Whip. Well, that looks good enough to eat. I'm ready for it right now. And then we're just going to sort of put this on top of our cream cheese there. And then we just want to sort of spread it out on top of that cream cheese. Try not to mix it together. Now, it may mix together some. There's no way you're going to get it all without mixing some, but just sort of spread it around a little bit on the cream cheese. And just get it completely covered on your cream cheese. Now, like I said, typically you can make this in a regular 9x13 casserole dish if you want to. But I'm doing this just for the simplicity that, let's say if I had a family reunion or something like that, I was wanting to take a dish to, a dessert to, you can make it in something like this dish here. And, it's ready to go once you refrigerate it. I got a cover for it. We're going to put a cover on it here in just a second. And stuff when we get it done. But yeah, you just want to sort of get it around like that. Then just take your thing and just be sure that you get it dolloped a little bit there. Just put a few peaks on it there, just for design. Just to make it look better. Makes it look fuller whenever you put a few peaks around it, and what it does, it also spreads out your topping better too. Now we're going to we got about a half a cup of graham cracker crumbs saved here. We're going to take and we're just going to sort of sprinkle some of them over the top of it. Like this. It won't take a half a cup, but I like to have a half cup ready just in case you decide you want a little bit more in there. That's up to you how much you want to put on there. Now, personally, I like graham cracker crumbs. So, and with that Cool Whip and stuff, it's going to be really mixed well. It'll go well together, and that's probably going to be enough of that. What we're going to do now, we're going to put the cover on it, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator for 4 hours. You can refrigerate this for 4 hours or overnight, but you need to refrigerate it a minimum of 4 hours before you cut into it to let everything set good. So we'll bring you back whenever that 4 hours is up and we're ready to cut it. Okay, our 4.5 hours has passed. Actually, it's been a little bit longer. We went ahead and ate supper before we decided to cut it, but now we're going to cut it here, cut a piece, and we're going to see what this tastes like. See, can we get it cut and dip us a piece out? This is the real test here, what it tastes like. No matter what it looks like, it can look good and taste bad, but it can look bad and taste good. So we'll see what it tastes like here. We're going to get us a taste here. And that's some good stuff right there. Can't wait to get in and go ahead and get to finish eating this piece of pie here. Y'all try this video at home. You'll enjoy it. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We appreciate those who do. Appreciate those who take time out of the day to watch our videos. We'll be here on the next one.